Hello everyone, my name is Oshoinela Daniela, an Actuarial Science 200 level student, and we are Group 10. We'll be presenting on Foundation of Business Communication. Communication is essentially the lifeline of human connection, a complex reciprocal action and reaction of sharing thoughts and meanings through a common set of symbols. It is a vibrant process that includes sending, receiving, and decoding messages. The avenues for this exchange are varied, ranging from spoken and written words to non-verbal communication and body languages, and even the latest digital platform, that is social media. Clear communication helps in reducing misunderstanding, resolving conflicts, and building strong relationships. In the management world, communication is fundamental, especially when giving instructions. It's something every leader does. Talking with their team and valuing their feedback. This isn't just an occasional thing. This is it's a constant flow that keeps the organization alive. Communication is all about making sure the messages get across from sender to receiver. Consider the business world where communication is crucial for success. Imagine a CEO trying to pitch a new strategic plan to his team. He uses emails, he sets up meetings, and he uses videos and pictures to communicate his idea. This approach strengthens the main idea and caters to the different way people understand communication and understand information. When we step into the global market, things get trickier because of cultural differences. That's why it's key to understand the foundation and the basis of business communication.
My name is David Olube. I'll be speaking on the concept of business communication. Business communication encompasses the exchange of information within an organization and between different entities in the business world. When an organization is established, there has to be information passed across within or outside the organization or between entities in the business world. Business communication, it is how a business keeps its internal operation running smoothly and fosters relationship with stakeholders. Business communication helps to foster relationship with external stakeholders, and external stakeholders are people who have business interests within the organization. So information going on in the business needs to be passed across to external stakeholders, that is investors, clients, banks, government, etc. The main purpose of business communication is to achieve company's goals. For example, we have a big company such as Nike. The goal of Nike is to bring inspiration and innovation to every athlete in the world. So like that, they are promoting their company's goals. This can involve informing employees about new procedures, persuading clients to buy products, or building trust with partners. Just as the way Nike wants to inspire every athlete, they can do this by informing employees about their new procedures, their products, persuading clients to buy their product, building trust with partners, such as they have built trust with different athletes such as Michael Jordan and LeBron James. Business communication can take many forms, from face-to-face meetings and emails to presentations and social media posts. The most appropriate channel depends on the audience and the message. Effective business communication is essential for any successful business because it helps to improve efficiency by ensuring everyone is on the same page. You don't want to make your clients or people who are in the organization not be on the same page. So the form of business communication helps everyone to be on the same page. Clear communication can streamline workflows and reduce error. That's the essence of business communication. My colleague Dimeji will take on the 7 C's of business communication.
Thank you, David. My name is Matthew Ajayi, and I will be taking the 7 C's of business communication. So the first one I have here is clarity. So it says that messages should be clear and easy to understand to avoid confusion or misinterpretation. So it's simply saying that messages should be clear and easily understood by the receiver. So the second one is conciseness. It refers to the principle that the message to be communicated should be as brief as possible. Communicate your message efficiently, avoiding unnecessary words or information that could dilute your main points. So it's simply saying that any information that is being passed across to the receiver should be simple and concise. It shouldn't include any ambiguous information that would distort the receiver from understanding the main points of the information being passed across. So the third one here is concreteness. So use specific and tangible language to make your message more vivid and memorable. Precise languages are to be favored in favor of unclear and non-concrete language. So the fourth one is credibility. Ensure accuracy in grammar, punctuation, and spelling to maintain correctness and professionalism. If the sender of the message can institute its credibility, the receiver will experience little or no complication in understanding the subject matter. So the fifth one I have here is consistency. It refers to the idea that the approach to communication should, as far as possible, be stable and unbiased. So provide unnecessary information regularly for the audience to fully understand the message and take appropriate action. So the sixth one I have here is courtesy. Courtesy implies taking into consideration both perspectives as well as feelings of the receiver of the message by showing respect for the receiver of, of the message. To communicate with respect, politeness, and empathy, fostering positive relationship and goodwill. So it's simply saying that if you're trying to pass an information to the receiver, you should also consider the feelings of the receiver, and as such, you should communicate in a polite manner. So the seventh one here, which is the last of the seven C's, is completeness. It refers to the fact that for any communication to be useful and effective, it must be comprehensive and express all details essential by the audience. Thank you. And my colleague will be talking on the 4S of business communication.
Thank you, Matthew. I'm Akpata Ruth, and I'll be taking you through the four S's of communication. We have sincerity, simplicity, short, and strength. So starting with the first one, sincerity. Communicate genuinely and authentically, expressing honesty and integrity in your interaction. This is whatever message you are trying to pass out has to be genuine and authentic. You must be sincere with your interactions. And the next is simplicity. Keep your message simple and straightforward, avoiding unnecessary complexities in your interactions. This talks about the usage of words. You must make sure you are making use of clear and simple words that are easy to understand in order to make your communication more effective. The next is short. Provide clear and precise details to ensure that your message is understood accurately and completely. So if your message is transmitted in a very short form, it helps your communication, it helps your transmission and understanding of the message very easy and faster. So whatever message you are trying to pass across must be short and precise. And lastly, we have strength. Back up your messages with evidences, examples, or reasoning to enhance credibility and persuade the audience effectively. In order to persuade the audience effectively and make sure that your communication is effective, whatever information you are trying to pass out must be backed up with evidences to prove the credibility of the message. So that's all from me. My colleague will take over, taking you through the importances of communication.
Hey Ruth. So my name is Olania Barakat and I'm talking about the importance of business communication. So we have effective business communication is essential for both the success of an organization. It plays a vital role in facilitating the smooth flow of information, both internal among employees and external with customer, suppliers and other stakeholders. Let's highlight some key reasons why business communication holds such importance. First of all, we're talking about the clear understanding. So clear understanding, this talks about a comprehensive information. When an information is actually clear, it helps the workers of the organization to actually carry out tasks in the organization. So we'll talk about sharing information. Now, when an information is shared, it helps workers in the organization to actually have data, ideas on what the task that they are told to carry out. So it also helps in the sharing of information. Then number three, we have collaboration. This talks about teamwork. When if a company is said to produce so amount of a product, they will talk in the team to talk about what exactly they want to produce. They will have to share ideas together as a team of a department, be it HR, accounting. They have their work to do. So I'm talking about enhancing customer satisfaction. When there's actually a good communication in an organization, it helps the organization to actually tell what their customer likes. Like for instance, taking a market survey. So there are some set of people that will be asked to carry out the tasks in the organization. And for the fifth one, facilitating decision making. Now, this talks about perspective. If the CEO of a company says, "Oh, okay, let's increase our market sales for a particular product," it allows the department HODs, the workers, to actually give out their perspective of, "Oh, will it profit the organization or will it not?" So the remaining five of the importance of business communication will be taken by my colleague. Thank you.
Thank you, Barakat. My name is Adeyemi Alishola. I'll be taking the remaining five importance of business communication. Employee engagement. Employee engagement is important for organization success as it plays central role in fostering engagement. It keeps the employee motivated, fueled, and engaged, and it leads to higher productivity, lower turnover rates, and a positive work environment. The next one is resolving conflict. Resolving conflict through open and honest communication is important for maintaining a positive work environment and promoting healthy relationship among team members by promoting open dialogue, active listening, and collaborative problem solving. The next one is promoting innovation. Promoting innovation through communication is a key fostering culture of creativity and growth within the organization by creating an environment where ideas are shared, feedback are encouraged, and employees feel empowered. The next one is reputation management. Reputation management in business communication as helps the organization as it directly influence the public perception and trust. The next one is increasing efficiency. Increasing efficiency helps the organization to reduce delay, errors, and misunderstanding in the organization. Thank you, and I'll be calling on my colleagues Amina to take on the types of business communication.
Adeshola. My name is Visuri Aminat. I'll be talking about the context of business communication. Business communication is the cornerstone of organizational interactions, encompassing the exchange of information vital for the facilitation of business process and the achievement of organizational objectives. The first type of business context of business communication is internal communication. Internal communication, it refers to the exchange of information, ideas, and messages within the organization. It includes communication between employees, management, and departments within the organization. It can take various forms such as meetings, memos, emails, and internal communication platforms. For example, an organization creates a Zoom for an organization creates a Zoom platform for projects. So employees come together to like bring ideas. First context of business communication is the internal communication. Internal communication refers to the exchange of information, ideas, and messages within the organization. It includes communication between employees, departments, and management within the same organization. It's in business internal organization can include emails, memos, and internal communication platform. It helps to facilitate effective collaboration and coordination among members. For example, the Zoom, the Zoom, they come together, like internal communication members come together to like share ideas within themselves concerning a project, and it helps to like streamline communication and provide effective teamwork. The next type of business communication is the external communication. External communication refers to the communication that an organization has with an individuals or entities outside the organization. It includes communication with the customers, clients, suppliers, investors, and the general public. Taking an advertising media, they want to pass an information to the public using advertising. The next type is the formal communication. Formal communication refers to the official and structured way of exchanging communication within an organization. It follows established protocol using a formal language and proper documentation and official channel. If you want to write an email to your boss telling the boss that you want to take a shift in work or a break, you have to like make the email or the letter in a structured manner. The next one is informal communication. Informal communication is more casual and relaxing. It occurs through unofficial channels and it does not follow a strict structure of protocol. Informal communication takes place during office breaks, conversation in all waves, or through information, or through informal messaging platform. Informal communication is more casual and relaxing. It occurs through unofficial channels and does not follow a strict structure of protocol. Informal communication can take place during a coffee breaks, conversation in hallway, or through informal messages. Informal communication helps to bring the team together. I'll be calling on my colleague to take the remaining context of business communication. Thank you.
So my name is Brian. I'll be taking you through corporate communication, direct communication, lateral communication, and dialogue communication. But the corporate communication is involves a lot of communication from the over the communication up to the dialogue of communication. In this case, the employee is seeking clarity on his job description, and the manager is directly responsible for providing guidance. That's to ensure the successful scalability of the business of the company. The downward communication, this is a complete opposite of the business context of the communication. It involves communication from the upper levels of the organization to the lower part of the organization. In this case, the manager is responsible for also providing feedback on what is required from the employees in carrying out activities successfully. Lateral communication, this is also known as simple communication. It involves different departments and individuals coming together to achieve a particular objective. Then we have diagonal communication. This is a type of communication that cuts across boundaries. It's a diagonal communication. This involves a lot of communication between individuals from different levels of the organization. In this case, a product team from another department will collaborate with another employee from another department to ensure the successful scalability of the project at hand. Then from there, my colleague Godwin will be taking us through the types of business communication. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Ibrahim. My name is Okeke Godwin. I'll be talking on the types of business communication. Now, there are several ways in which we communicate in business, one of which is verbal communication. This involves the utilizing of, or the using, or the communication through spoken words. It involves sharing of information, sharing of ideas through spoken words. An example is a team leader who needs to communicate his project to his team members. He sets up a meeting with them and then communicates, telling them about the project and telling them about the deadline of the project. Secondly, another way we communicate in business is through non-verbal communication. And this non-verbal communication, it involves using of body expression, facial language, gestures, and so on. An example is like the previous I cited of the team leader who is giving out the project and the deadline to the team members. He can now the nodding of head of the team members. It's a gesture which kind of implies a positive response to what the team leader is saying. Now, another type of communication or another way we communicate in business is through written communication. Now, this type of communication involves the sharing of information, ideas through writing. All right, it encompasses email, encompasses blogs, it encompasses articles, and so on and so forth. Now, another type of communication is visual communication. This one refers to the conveying of information, the sharing of ideas through visual elements like images, presentations, graphs, and so on and so forth. Now, another type of communication I'm talking about is digital communication. This one involves the sharing of information through digital technologies, such as we have also the emails. You know, with the advent of digital technologies, we don't have need or we don't have much need anymore for physical communication. All right, so my colleague Naomi will be taking us more on the types of business communication. Thank you very much. In conclusion, business communication is vital for the success of every business organization. Thank you.
Thank you, Godwin. My name is Naomi Vincent, and I'm taking the remaining types of business communication. So we have interpersonal communication. At the heart of organization dynamics lies interpersonal communication involving listening, feedback, empathy, and relationship building. It fosters trust, collaboration, and synergy among team members. Interpersonal communication refers to the process of exchanging information, ideas, or feeling between two or more people in a face-to-face setting. It helps to build trust and rapport, resolve conflicts, foster strong relationship, and improve collaboration and teamwork. The next type of communication is cross-cultural communication. In an increasingly interconnected world, cross-cultural communication bridges cultural divides and foster understanding and appreciation of diverse perspectives. It requires sensitivity to cultural norms, values, and communication style, facilitating effective collaboration and negotiation across borders. Then the next type of communication we have is mass communication. Mass communication involves reaching out to a large audience simultaneously through various channels such as mass media, advertising, public speaking, or digital platform. Some organizations use mass communication to disseminate important information, promote products or services, and build brand awareness or influence public opinion. The next type of communication is group communication. Group communication refers to the exchange of information, ideas, and opinion among multiple individuals within a group meeting, within a group setting. It involves the sharing of thoughts, perspectives, and feedback among group members to achieve a common goal and to make decision making collectively. Then the next type of communication is public communication. Public communication refers to the process of sharing information, ideas, or messages with a large audience in a public setting. It involves speaking or presenting to a group of people, such as in a public speech, conference, or seminar. Examples of public communication includes delivering a keynote address at a conference, giving a presentation to a large audience, or speaking at a public event. Thank you.